Hello there, everybody. How's it going? Welcome back to GGHF with me, THP, talking to you guys once again. And today is a very special occasion. This is episode 1 of the brand new, totally not Nintendo Direct thing that Sony is doing called State of Play. So it's basically, these guys are dropping out of E3. They're not really doing the press conference-y stuff anymore. And it seems like the direction that they're taking now is more of this online, update kind of thing. Again, kind of like Nintendo Direct. I feel like for all the other companies, it took them way too long to start copying Nintendo, but sooner or later, they all start copying Nintendo. So, we're gonna see how this is. This presentation just happened a little while ago. Again, as always, I forgot. I was doing other stuff, and then oh, this is happening, and I went to watch it, and then I caught the video where it says, and that's a wrap. Thank you for watching. I'm like, oh. I got it right at the end. So, I'm actually looking at the live stream here, that is searched up on YouTube, and I'm rewinding it to see, when it actually begins. I haven't seen anything yet, so hopefully, hopefully, I don't know what I was gonna say. Let's see. I'm here distracted wanting to get the thing. Yeah, hopefully we get some new, some cool stuff, They said that we were going to see some PS4 stuff, obviously, and some PlayStation VR stuff. That seems to be, the two things that they're focusing on. Nothing with, Vita, obviously. Nothing about any other platform. Just PS4 only and some VR stuff. So, okay, that's good enough for me. So, I don't have, a PlayStation background or anything. No generalized PlayStation. I just have the Persona 5 thing. That's the closest thing that I could find. So, let's just go ahead and watch the damn thing. March 25th, live broadcast at 2 p.m., 5 p.m. EST. Okay, so I think that's okay. Yeah, so I'm seeing a hologram lady somewhere around here. All right, hopefully we get some hype stuff. I mean, if this is the first episode, then they really got to come in strong with some stuff, Maybe some stuff that we don't know about. Maybe some brand new announcements, something that is entirely new to us. I don't know. I do like how it starts with the little beeping of the the PS4 turning on.
Our travel time to Shanghai is 11 hours 15 minutes.
All right.
Told you we should have taken the faster flight.
I think the board prefers you wear a more conventional.
Not actual gameplay.
Meetings.
Just like the hologram lady. She's not an actual real hologram lady.
Friday, tell me I didn't just imagine that.
Friday?
Negative, sir.
Is this Iron Man?
Incoming.
That's the only AI that I know that's called Friday. The voice doesn't sound. Yeah, there we go. It's Iron Man. All right, an Iron Man game. Yeah, okay, that's really cool. That's really cool. The guy said Friday, and I'm like, okay, that is not Tony Stark's voice. Is that gameplay? That's not gameplay, but that's gameplay. Oh. No, that's VR. That's virtual reality. Yeah, that is totally using the wands to aim at stuff. Punch it. Okay, that kind of looked like shit, honestly. I think I would like a actual regular Iron Man game as opposed to a VR one because that looked like crap. Suit up. All right. Maybe there's other stuff that they haven't shown us yet, but yeah. That did not sound like Tony Stark's voice. That sounds like Spider-Man from the PS4 game.
Showcase upcoming games, updates, and announcements. And we've got plenty in store for our first episode, like the debut of Marvel's Iron Man.
This is already one big mistake that they're making. No personalities on camera, just a voice. That already makes it worse than a Nintendo Direct. Come on, show me a dude, Oh, okay. Crash Team Racing.
Let's take a look.
Let's take a look. It just sounds so. It just feels very impersonal. Oh, okay. You got the older PlayStation 1 models. You can change it to the older stuff? Yeah, look at that. It looks all blocky and stuff. It looks weird, but I like it. Why is the quality so shit? Come on, 720, 60. That's really how it looks like? I don't know. This is not the official PlayStation stream, but wow, this looks really bad. I think I'm gonna go and look for the yeah, look at that. That looks awful. I think I'm gonna go and look for the real PlayStation 1 because this looks like shit.
broadcast, you know.
But Noof's
Okay, here we go. I found it. This is the original one from PlayStation. We're just gonna, you know, kick it off from where we left off here with Crash Team Racing. So apparently you can switch it to the PS1 models. That's really cool. That's a nice touch for the racing thing. Race like it's 1999, bro! Yeah, that looks, yeah, look at this. This looks way better, doesn't it? Yeah. This is fun. Yeah, you can see, yeah, Coco and all the other characters. Ha-ha! Crash Bandicoot! I don't know why. His laugh just creeps me out. He's really weird. I don't really like Cortex all that much. Sure, this looks fun. This is exactly the kind of game that people will look at. You know, anybody that has a hot take and has an unpopular opinion about racing games. People that don't want to like Mario Kart, they always have to say like, Crash Team Racing is objectively a better game than Mario Kart? You know? People that want to have those kinds of fucking fights. Sonic Racing is objectively a better game mechanically and strategically than Mario Kart? You know, just people that want to hate on Nintendo, they look at any other car racer and say better than Mario Kart.
Next up, the team at Hello Games
Okay.
brings us an update from the world
No Man's
of
Sky.
No Man's Sky.
They have a new update, like, Beyond, I think it's called. It's gonna come out on, No! No! Yeah! Oh my god! Finally! Oh! Awesome! Yes! Yes, 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 yes! Oh my god, I've been waiting so long. Well, actually, I didn't wait. I wasn't expecting it. Fucking Sean Murray was kind of iffy about VR. He kind of, I don't know. He made it sound like it was never gonna happen. But oh my god, it's actually gonna happen. We're actually gonna get VR for No Man's Sky. I'm assuming that's gonna be part of the update. If you say like now, available now, I'm gonna shut off this video right now and play it in VR right now. Dude, I already have like 100 hours in No Man's Sky. I'm gonna add another 100 playing it in VR. Finally the VR headset. Come on.
It's a match made in heaven.
Yes, it is.
This summer, Hello Games plans to release No Man's Sky Beyond, a major update that adds, you guessed it, PlayStation VR support. And yep, the update will be free.
Beautiful. That's exactly what I've always
Now
wanted.
let's get the world's first look at
Amazing.
upcoming games
Yes,
from
I'm
PlayStation's
super down for
Spotlight
that.
Studios and
I'm
developer
imagining you can do
Robot
that on
Entertainment.
PC as well. You know, have VR for
You're
that
seeing
too.
the first gameplay of Ready Set Heroes.
Okay, what is
a
this?
fast-paced multiplayer dungeon crawler that packs a
This
big
just
punch.
seems like a...
Choose from multiple playable characters.
Yeah, no, I'm not
and
interested in
launch into
this.
a
You
randomly
can't show me
chosen
like
dungeon
Iron
with
Man the
monsters,
game and then No
dogs,
Man's Sky
pets,
VR and then
and
like
others.
little fucking kitty animal adventure
Now,
kind of
here's
game.
the twist. You're actually competing against an opposing team who's racing through an identical dungeon.
That's a
Reaching
twist.
the end of the
You're
dungeon
competing
will
against
trigger
someone
a winner
else.
take
Wow,
all
what a
winner.
twist.
The faster you
That is
progress through
totally
the
not like
dungeon, the more
all
powerful
every
your
other
team is
game.
trying to throw down. Ready Set Heroes had us hooked from the moment we picked
Ah.
up the controller. The combat feels crunchy
You
and
see-
the loot flows like water. The
Crunchy.
final game is expected to support
Aye.
up to 4 players across online multiplayer.
I
and
would
versus.
never describe
Sounds like
gameplay as
perfect party game
crunchy.
material.
You gotta play this
Ready Set
game.
Heroes to hit PS4
It's so
later this
crunchy.
year. Next, let's
Why?
get an
Why would
update
you
on
ever
the
describe it
equally
like that?
awaited PlayStation VR game first announced at Paris Games Week.
What's up with the sound? It's all like
Good
PlayStation
marks.
sounds.
SAS Nomad Squad.
Yeah, this is the one that's like the
First
London
Nomad
heist, but like an actual game. Like a
It's
whole
mercy.
blown out thing.
Arson.
Hey,
More murders than we could even count.
because that's how you open up a lighter, just by shaking it really hard.
I just want to know what went down.
Yeah, people with really exaggerated English accents.
Marks. I'm a soldier.
Soldier.
Now, don't get me wrong. I love my day job. But it's
This
always
looks
nice to
cool.
come home,
Like, this legitimately look like something that I would play.
spend some time with the family.
This is like Red Steel. You know how the Wii had Red Steel and Red Steel 2?
See some culture.
Okay, well, this is like the Red
To that
Steel
special
2 of the
forces
PlayStation
stealth
VR
area,
thing.
Taking the sights.
Let's get inside. Find out what it's hiding.
Yeah, they're gonna make up a lot of gimmicky shit for movements. Do this to run. Merger.
You can f off back to the army.
Oh, he said the F word.
Is that it?
Oh, I think I broke a window.
The priorities that PlayStation has are so weird. They can show gunshots and violence, but don't say the F word. And don't show a girl in a bikini, because God forbid, we gotta protect the children from sexy stuff. But you can show people getting shot up and stuff, you know, that's fine. But don't say the F word either. Just
Average weekend, really.
yeah, sure. Yeah, this looks like a normal-ass action game, but, you know, played in VR with really high quality. I'm into it.
May 28th.
Alright, 2 days after I graduate. From my
fact,
ceremony, I
PlayStation
guess.
VR players have a lot to get excited about this year. Here's a look at the next wave of PlayStation
Cool.
VR titles.
I like
slated
that
for
they're still
2019.
supporting PlayStation VR, because I would not want it to go the way of the Vita, where they just kind of forget about it. Oh my god, there's that, hey, Vacation Simulator, and a whole bunch of stuff that I don't know. Mini Mech Mayhem. That looks like, yeah, a strategy game. Yeah. Jupiter and Mars. That looks like an Eagle Flight kind of thing, where you kind of just navigate environments. Falcon Age. Okay, really? You're doing that shit?
Oh yeah, this is definitely the right place.
Oh yeah, the Rick and Morty guy doing a game. That just looked like a generic video game. Everybody's golfing. Okay, that looks cool. Yeah, yeah. Any sport that you can bring into VR, I think is a good thing. Chess in VR? No, there's already chess. Yeah, you see, this is the good shit. Vacation Simulator. Yeah. I want to play this one for sure. Alright, that was a little too short. I thought that they would show way more, but okay. There's a bunch of VR stuff. That's good. Devolver Digital. Is this, isn't this like the platformer? No. Okay, I thought this was another VR thing. This seems to be from the creators of Stories Untold. Is this like a science fiction thriller? Like a space horror game? We've never seen these before. A lady alone on a space station with scary stuff happening? What an original idea. Ooh. Was that real? Was that like FMV? You're not on the station. You are the station! You play the haunted space station! Oh. Okay, apparently you are the station. I guessed that I guessed it. Alright. Is that the gameplay hook? Oh. Take us there. They love their British accents, don't they? Will sound smarter
Science fiction thriller
and more
Observation is
serious.
coming soon
Take
to
me
PS4,
there.
and it's bringing some serious development talent to its unusual and haunting premise.
Observation. I mean, that graphically
Our
that
next
looks
game is
fine,
a
but I have no
frightening new
idea what.
installment in
No
a fan
way.
favorite series.
Five Nights at Freddy's? You're kidding me! VR? For Five Nights at Freddy's? Oh my god. I already, look, just from the fact that this trailer exists, like Markiplier, all of the reactors, they already have like episode 10 of this shit already on YouTube. I don't even have to check. They already have 20 screamy, yelly episodes of them playing this right now on YouTube. How much? I guarantee you, the moment this game comes out, thumbnail of them going like this, of them Five Nights at Freddy's in VR, 5 million views, easy money. And I know that I'm gonna buy this shit too, so I'm part of the problem. I don't even know why I'm complaining. That's all the game is.Ose 3 seconds, that's the whole game. It's just an animatronic guy going blah, blah, blah,
You'll
and
try
that's it.
5 different levels from the
There's
original,
literally nothing
as
else to
well
these
as
fucking
all
games.
new nightmares.
Although I gotta say, that is pretty creepy in virtual reality. And then like actually, okay, I feel like this in VR is a lot better than actually like just clicking on shit with your mouse. No, don't get close to it. Don't get close. Yeah, it's gonna like, ugh. No? Okay. I do like that it's an actual room where you can like click on stuff. That's cool. I still don't like the fucking, like that in
Five
itself
Nights
is
at
not.
Freddy's VR, Help Wanted, is the first virtual reality
So
game in
many
the Five Nights
children
universe,
are gonna
and it's
watch
coming to PlayStation VR
yelly
this spring.
reaction to YouTubers
Next,
I'm gonna be one of them, I know.
gorgeous adventure coming soon
To
PS4
just watch some
from
fucking
PlayStation's
dude
worldwide
see the
studios.
same fucking, like, screamer all the time. Blah! That's it. Blah! I don't know. I'm sure I'm gonna scream too because it's in VR, so it's gonna feel a lot more real. I don't know. But God, yeah. You just made a lot of YouTubers a lot of fucking money with that game. I know how the system works. I'm cynical that way. Yeah. So then, is this game where, like, all the drawings come to life and stuff? Yeah, this seems cool.
Oh, what's this? Your little coloring book?
Give me that.
Why are the... Why are the voices so shit? Like, the girl was like, what is this? It was so badly delivered. What is this? Your little coloring book? They're just really, really bad voices. I don't know. I'm not a fan of the art style. I've seen a billion fucking movies that start like this. Oh, a creative mind that is just not understood. And the bullies rip up their stuff and all.
You're alive?
His imagination, oh, you know, just like... I don't know.
Over here.
I think I've seen so many stories that are exactly like this. That have prettier art styles. The only thing that's new here is this. So we're like, the things kind of have color and they come to life and stuff. But even then, I think I've seen that be done before. You see, the drawings and all that looks really cool. But I just wish that it was under a different backdrop, you know? I really don't like the art style. I don't like the story of, like, the kid getting bullied and stuff. Like, it's so generic. I want this idea of the drawings coming to life somewhere else. Like in, like a Little Big Planet or something like that. I don't know. But, like, just misunderstood kid fighting against bullies. Like, just, ugh. That is so overdone, man. I'm so done. Freak! Like, yeah, they even call him a freak and shit. Like, come on. Come on.
If I leave now, that darkness will just come back here.
Oh, the darkness.
I can't let that happen.
He sounds so invested. I can't let that happen. You know, you can be like, oh, the big monster's gonna roar and then show the logo. Yeah, of course. It's not a fucking PlayStation trailer without some fucking big monster going roar and then logo. Yeah, it's like they're paying the same guy. They're always paying the same dude to make the same fucking trailer.
Concrete
Ominous line. I must prevent bad thing.
today,
Roar!
confirmed game will
Logo
feature
2019.
PlayStation
Like,
VR.
wow.
More details to come as Concrete Genie
What a unique
prepares for
trailer.
launch later this year. Up next,
Yeah,
an
this seems
update from
fine.
the dangerous world of
Oh,
James
great.
Bond.
Talking about games that I don't want to know anything about. Here's another one.
We never talked about it.
Days Gone, right?
While
Yeah,
we still wore the colors
We're totally not a Last of Us replacement after The Last of Us is over.
all this time.
Post-apocalyptic, zombies, making it really, like, heart-wrenching and sad and shit.
We wrote out a farewell
Alright,
without Sarah.
but,
I knew we were
fucking...
leaving everything behind.
This is so sad right now, you guys.
Everything that mattered was gone.
I don't know if I can take him seriously with that backwards cap, but, you know. Yeah. Dude narrating about how bad things are. People are dying.
You find his stash. You bring it to me. To me, Deke. You
Deke.
do that. We'll see what we can do for you.
Dick, bro.
Just from that name alone, so many people are gonna call him Dick. And then think that they're so clever.
He done any worse than you?
Deke, more like Dick.
How about
That's what it's gonna sound like. Yeah, and of course the people are gonna fight against each other.
Afraid to be here. You're afraid to be a part of something.
Let me explain to you
Here and that scares.
what your character is. You're scared. I don't know. Some lady is already explaining what I'm supposed to figure out when playing the game. And now you have Avengers music.
could have saved a few lives?
Ba, 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 ba. I had no choice. Oh boy. Zombies. World War Z again.
Gotta ask you something.
Ask
What
yourself.
does it matter if everyone else is dead?
He shot the gun! Yeah, I'm sure that one gunshot fucking killed every single zombie there. It's like, I don't know, they made it seem like the big epic gunshot with the gun is gonna happen!
1 month away. So let's take a peek at some
Great, maybe that killed maybe like one zombie? As
Days
opposed
Gone is
to...
set in a harsh
instead
and
of the whole
unforgiving
billion that
world
showed up?
populated by roving bandits and flesh-eating freakers.
Yeah,
As
freakers.
bounty hunter Deacon St. John, you'll upgrade your bike,
Deacon.
scavenge weaponry, and toss Molotov
Yeah,
cocktails.
show me super
All in a
detailed
focus
uncut
group one
gameplay
step
about this
ahead
game
of
that I don't
St.
want to know about.
And you'll need all the firepower you can
I think
find
I'd
when
rather
you face
see
off
all of
with
the other
more
PlayStation
powerful
VR games in more
freakers
detail
like
instead of this, because
brave
I already know how the fuck
But
this is
in
gonna
Days
go.
Gone, your wits might
It's
be
a
your
fucking zombie
greatest
game, dude.
asset. Why take on a
I'm
heavily
so
armed
done with
enemy
zombies.
encampment when you can lure in a freaker
There's so
horde
many
and
zombie
let them
games,
handle
man.
the dirty work. We can't wait to see the screens and videos you share when Days Gone
The
launches
screens
on
and
April
videos,
26th.
yes. I'm gonna share
Before
so
we
many
go,
screens.
Let's get one more update from the gang
Mortal
at
Kombat?
NetherRealm Studios.
Alright. Sure.
Who's next?
And there was some good.
Hollywood.
Really? They did not learn anything from the Game Awards. They're just showing the fucking, that rap music that everybody hated. Yeah, do that again. Double down on that shit. I'm sure people will love it. This is not Mortal Kombat, dude. Really? When you think of a Mortal Kombat, you really think double. You think fucking like NWA. You think about fucking Ice Cube rapping about fuck the police. They think about check yourself before you wreck yourself. The motherfucker, double. See some guy's head get smashed in.
Back, kid. How about we keep this between me, myself, and I?
Oh god, they're fighting each other. The gameplay looks legitimately really good. I think this is gonna be a really fun fighting game, but I don't know, the way that this is being marketed is really weird. Really weird. Choop the whoop, choop the choop. But don't show girls in a bikini, and don't say the F word, because, oh, we can't show that. But we can see a guy's head get cut clean off. That's okay. We didn't have to protect the children from that. But no, you can't show dead or alive here. Oh, no. That'd be too naughty. Alright, more rap. Of course, the definitive Mortal Kombat soundtrack. When we think Mortal Kombat, we think about fucking NWA and mumble rap.
I got people for that.
Johnny Cage versus Johnny Cage. Like different timelines crossing over. Past and present. Why fight each other? Ooh, Raiden. Raiden has never stopped looking cool, man. Oh, he kicked me really hard. Before you wreck yourself. That is probably one of the worst fucking ads for Mortal Kombat 11 that I've ever seen. Just from the fucking music, man. Like, seriously. They're kind of like doing like all of the silly, like, self-aware stuff. Like, I don't know. You can tell it's WB because they have that kind of like fucking Smallville kind of banter. I don't know. It's really weird.
This was just the beginning. We'll be back throughout the year to share
And
new
that's it.
announcements, first look trailers, and other updates from the world of PlayStation.
Yeah, this
See you soon,
This-
and thanks for watching.
This was literally just a marathon of trailers. You see, this is why the Nintendo Direct will always be better. Because, the PlayStation completely misunderstands why people like Nintendo Direct so much. This is why Nintendo is probably, like in the lead right now in terms of how much people love them. It's because, you know, there's a personality behind that, you know? It's not just about the trailers. It's about seeing how cleverly they present one thing and another. It's about the personalities behind them, showing Bill Trinen, showing Reggie, you know, sometimes even showing the bigger developers like Miyamoto, or even like the NIS America presentation showed developers, you know, going like, hi, this is our game, you know, let me talk to you about it, you know, that kind of stuff. But here is just a female narrator saying, we have a lot of fun stuff, please enjoy. Like, just, I don't know, I feel like these guys don't get it, you know? They only saw the quickies for Nintendo, and they said, okay, well, let's just do that. Like, just roll out trailer after trailer after trailer, and then at the end be like, so fun! We were so hooked the moment we played it. Anyway, next thing. And then, just show another trailer, and then another trailer. Like, I don't know. Even during the press conferences, you had Sean Layden walking, right? And then you had, like, the Crash Bandicoot shadow behind them, like the silhouette. That was fun, you know? And then, you know, them just kind of talking. It felt a little bit more personal. But here, they have completely taken the human aspect out of it completely. And just have the disembodied voice tell you, look forward for more advertisement, show advertisement, enjoy advertisement, next advertisement, and then show the other advertisement. We hope you have enjoyed our advertisement. Look out in the future for more advertisement. Like, just, to me, it just feels so robotic and impersonal. And it had a pretty good start, you know? They were being a little playful with, you know, having it start with the lights of when the PS4 turns on, and even hearing, like, the beeping and stuff. Okay, so we should probably do a recap of, you know, everything that was shown so far. A lot of it was surprising. I don't know if a lot of it was, well, actually, some of it was good, and a lot of it was not. I don't know. I kind of have to think about it. So, this Iron Man VR thing, you know, guy in the plane, and then the hologram lady, right? So, the voice said Friday, and I immediately thought Iron Man. And then this is probably a villain that I don't know about. I'm not really super into the Iron Man comics. But, yeah, this is supposed to be Friday. And, of course, you know, the briefcase is where the Iron Man suit is at. The voice actor does not fit Tony Stark at all. When I heard the voice, it sounds way too young. It sounds too, like, rascally, you know, a little bit too kiddie for Tony Stark. It's not until he got into the suit and his voice got a little deeper where it kind of sounded a little bit like, you know, like a Robert Downey Jr. sound-alike. You know, like, that's a problem. After Robert Downey Jr. became Iron Man, I literally cannot visualize anybody else. Robert Downey Jr. was born to be Iron Man, and if you don't sound like him, you're fucked. And so, he ended up sounding more like Spider-Man, you know, like Yuri Lowenthal. He was the guy that voiced the PlayStation 4 Spider-Man game. He kind of sounded exactly the same. And, you know, his attitude and stuff kind of sounded like very, like, witty Nathan Drake kind of stuff. I was gonna say, like, is this, like, future Nathan Drake or something? I don't know, but he sounds like him a lot. And so, this happens with the airplane, you know, he gets the pieces. And I was gonna say, you know, not actual gameplay, but I'm sure the cutscenes might look pretty good, right? But you actually look at this, and this, honestly, like, I'm hyped for an Iron Man game, but I would honestly like it for it to be an actual, like, PS4 controller game as opposed to a virtual reality game. Because this, to me, seems like this is only gonna be in the air flying, it's gonna last maybe, like, 20 minutes, it's gonna be like the fucking Batman thing, and it's gonna play like shit. Because just seeing that, like, the motion control just kinda awkwardly pointing and shooting. No, the worst part was when you tried to punch something out of the way. You know, like, there was no punch, no force to it. Yeah, you see, like, as soon as you actually get to the gameplay, the graphics look kinda crap. Like, it just doesn't look good. Like, the aiming is really awkward. You barely even see the bullet. Like, what the hell does the HUD even mean? Like, just... Yeah, like, just... You know, that just looks so bad. If this is gonna be, like, a VR thing... Oh, my God. This Iron Man VR game better be like a test or like a proof of concept for an actual Iron Man game. Because they succeeded a lot with the Spider-Man one. So they, I was thinking that maybe they would like capitalize on it and make like more Marvel stuff and have like this open world thing. But like, that looks really bad, honestly. When you actually get to the gameplay, that looks awful. I am very, very worried about this game. Because there was another like Spider-Man Homecoming movie time VR experience that was also like fucking 5 minutes long, and it was awful as well. Crash Team Racing, legitimately. Now, speaking from something that looks really bad, and now let's move on to something that looks really good. Crash Team Racing looks pretty exceptional. The colors look amazing. The boxes, you know, there in the courses, all of the different racetracks legitimately look really nice. I love that they're doing this, where they're changing the character models to the original PlayStation ones. The fact that you can switch from the newer ones and the older ones, I think that's genius. I think that's really, really good. They should do that because most of the people that are going to be playing Crash Team Racing are people that remember that older one. You know, the entire reason for why you're bringing this game back is because, you know, that older one is kind of near and dear to a lot of people's hearts. There's 4-player split screen. Yes, this is going to be a fun game. And this is with me, you know, again, this is not some fucking hot take, unpopular opinion of like, oh, greater than Mario Kart. If you keep saying that shit to get attention, fuck you. I know what you're trying to do. But, I can love Mario Kart and also like this other game too, okay? It doesn't have to be one or the other, bitch. But, yeah, this game legitimately looks really, really fun. I do, want to play it, and of course, if there's, like, online support, this to me made the whole thing. I know that people don't really give a shit about No Man's Sky anymore. I know that people, on the internet love to hold their fucking stupid little grudges, and they're still about, you know, all of the drama that happened a long time ago. But now, we finally have... First of all, one brand new update Beyond that is supposed to have, like, even more online elements and a whole bunch of other shit added onto it. But, most importantly of all, to me, we have virtual reality support. I don't know about you guys, but I have my VR headset right here. I use PlayStation VR all the time. Like, every single time I use VR, I play a little bit of Skyrim, a little bit of Rez, a little bit of Super Hypercube, and, of course, if I can play No Man's Sky in VR, that's it. That's like the rest of my life on there. I have like 120 hours in regular No Man's Sky, just playing my regular save that I've had since launch. So, yeah, this is gonna make my experience so much better. I can even play this in creative mode and stuff. If the whole game is in VR, I'm so down. I'm super duper down. And it's free update, man. Free update. That's incredible. I know how people feel about No Man's Sky. I feel like every time they show their faces, the game becomes better. So I am really down for this. As a guy that already, like the other day, I had a really long session in No Man's Sky. I played until like 3 in the morning. I am really going to enjoy playing this. Yes. This summer, 2019, yes. Give it to me. Give it to me. All of the yes. I fully support this. I'm very, very happy about this. And then, just generic animal game. You can tell that they feel insecure about selling this game when, like, they have to add some narration to it where it's like, oh, we were hooked from the moment we touched the controller. It's so good. Ignore the mobile phone port buttons on the corner. This is a co-op, super fun experience, but to me it looks like those generic iPhone games that YouTubers fucking advertise on their videos. Like, this episode has been sponsored by Ready, Set, Heroes, you know? You can play, and if you sign up now, you get 10 gold coins that you can use for microtransactions. Like, that's what it looks like to me. This doesn't seem like PS4 level shit that you gotta put right next to No Man's Sky, Crash Team Racing, and Iron Man. It's like, you know... it's kind of like the Nintendo Direct, you know, you have Smash Brothers and Astral Chain and then Disney Tsum Tsum, you know? It just kind of doesn't fit. And then the next, okay, so this also legitimately seems really cool. Again, it's all of the PlayStation VR stuff that seems to be so much more interesting than the actual, like, regular console stuff. Yeah, this is, so again, if you guys have not played PlayStation VR Worlds, it's kind of like a demo disc that has a bunch of different mini-games, and there was one, like, the longest one was the London Heist, that actually had, like, gun shooting, and had, like, different cutscenes, and, like, a little mini-story behind it, and so they essentially, the same people that made that, they turned that idea and blew it out into a whole game, and so I like that a lot. The graphics look a lot better. It seems like there's, like, legitimately a story here. Now, granted, this does not seem like, wow, we're gonna make a franchise out of this. This, to me, seems like a one-shot, you know, one-off game, like an action game, you know, taking advantage of the PlayStation VR stuff. I'm sure that as soon as PlayStation VR was being made, they already hired out this company to be like, okay, we need, like, our AAA first-party thing to really make people want to play this. Even though... all of the other companies got ahead of the game with that. You know, Skyrim is in it, Rez is in it. All of the other games already make PlayStation VR worth playing. And you know, Sony itself is, you know, or at least, you know, London Studios kind of showed up a little late to the game coming out with this one. But, you know, if it's anywhere near what the London Heist used to be, then I am super down for this. I feel like, yeah, you know, they're going to make a lot of really, like, cliche. Do you guys know, Call of Duty 3 on the Nintendo Wii? Do you remember so many, like, motion control gimmicks of, like, oh, you gotta crank the thing, and so you're there with the Wii Remote doing this, and, like, oh, run, and you gotta do this, or, like, jump, and you gotta, like, do this with, like, the Wii Remote and the nunchuck? That's what it seems like to me. It reminds me of Red Steel. It reminds me of Red Steel 2. You know, all of those, launch titles that do all of the gimmicky motion control stuff. Oh, you can shoot the gun sideways, you know, like that kind of stuff. I feel like this London heist kind of game is that. Like, this is the Red Steel of the PlayStation VR platform. This is the generic, cool, badass action game that they put out to advertise their product. But of course, you know, it's violent, but you can't say the F word, you know? And then with Mortal Kombat, you can cut somebody's head clean off right there. No censorship, no cutting away. But you can't have a girl in a bikini. They all gotta be covered up. So, you know, it's really weird. You can have violence, but no curse words. You know, you can have, you know, decapitation, but no girls showing off any skin. But you can have shirtless Liu Kang, you know? You can have that too, you know? Yeah, and so, you know, super harsh, rough English voices. I'm a soldier, you know, talking about spend time with my family. Yeah, this game looks legitimately cool. I'm down for this one. Yeah, and then you have the montage. There's a lot of PSVR games that they showed on here. Let's go through some of these. Now, a lot of these seem a little like whatever, but most of these seem really cool. So this one just seems like a strategy game, just, you know, almost like a chess kind of thing where, you know, you can play multiplayer with other people. Those little, like, kitty-looking guys are obviously real people playing along with you. Jupiter and Mars, to me, seems like an eagle flight kind of game, where you control it with your head and you aim it and you fly around different places. This, to me, seems to be more predicated on the visual flair as opposed to the actual game part of it. But it looks fine. It looks whatever. Falcon Age, you see, I'm worried that the stupid Falcon is gonna be right up in my face the whole time, you know? There's no use in me playing this in fucking VR when, like, you know, half of the screen is, like, the fucking bird, and then, like, my big-ass wand. You can't see anything. You can barely see what's in fucking front of you because the fucking, all of these birds keep showing up. But yeah, okay, yeah, it seems like you use, the different birds to aid you in different things. This kind of reminds me of Oddworld, Stranger's Wrath, where you would use different animals to your advantage and stuff, as, like, ammo for your gun or whatever, and that's really cringe, like, having to do that shit, like, come on. That's like, we're hip with the kids, hey, yo, Brofist, you know, with the fucking eagle. Come on, come on. That's like some fucking Disney Channel bullshit, don't even. Okay, this is the Rick and Morty creator, making their own game. And I saw the initial announcement for this on like on a Sony press conference, and it was the cringiest shit in the world. Look, the guy that makes you know, Rick and Morty, I forget his name, Justin Roiland. He's really clever and really smart. He's one of the funniest people that I know. But this completely dropped the ball. I don't know. This you know, the writing feels like it's going to be really improvised, really awkward. I feel like this is not going to resonate with people that don't know what Rick and Morty is, or even accounting. And so, yeah, a bunch of crazy dudes, and of course, he fucking voices everybody. You see, this is exactly what you expect out of Justin Roiland, but that is exactly the problem that I have with it, is that it is exactly what we expect, and it's not going to be anything new. It's just going to be him just kind of going through the motions with us. And then, like, okay, let's actually play the game, and what is it? It looks like fucking Skylanders, you know, really generic art, really generic color, and just like, wha, wha, you know, just fighting with a sword, hitting shit, like, he's gonna be making, like, quips and phrases and stuff, you know, as he does things. I don't see the identity with this. You know, when playing accounting, this is like a unique world where you can see Justin Roiland's comedy really flourish, you know? That's why accounting was so good. And then, you know, Rick and Morty, of course, that's its own thing. This, I don't know what to make out of this. This, to me, seems like, you know, he bought the assets to Skylanders and he made a fucking Rick and Morty style thing out of this. You see, that looks like shit. That doesn't look good to me at all. And they made it in VR for some reason. I mean, yeah, it's always cool to, like, you know, see little guys running around, but I don't see the necessity of making this in VR. I welcome it, but I don't see the necessity. But, you know, this seems really cool. You know, anything that's like sports, like tennis, or, you know, even basketball, and golf, you know, this, again, like, Wii Golf, this seems pretty cool. Everybody's Golf, Hot Shots Golf, VR. This, to me, seems like a really good idea. This seems good. Table of Tales, yeah, to me, this seems like another strategy, chess kind of thing. Vacation Simulator, again, one of the launch titles, one of the first, like, big virtual reality things that showed up just in general. I still love going into Job Simulator occasionally. I've already completed it. I got the Platinum Trophy and everything. But, yeah, having this and seemingly adding a lot more to it, I love that. I love that. Eating s'mores. Of course, a lot of comedy and stuff. Although, my worry is that they're just gonna fall in the same trap of, like, you know, you are human and we are not. And that's the joke, you know? I really would love it if they actually introduced something new to it. And maybe the whole vacation scenario might actually be that new thing. We also have this new Devolver Digital thing. For some reason, I thought this would be another PlayStation VR title, because I remember there was a VR game that was kind of like 3D rendered and had a lot of cool lighting and cool graphics, but it was like a 2D side-scrolling platformer kind of thing with like puzzles and shit. There was a demo for it. I forget the name of it, but the demo was like a minute and a half long. It was really, really short. I thought that was this, but no. Apparently, it's like a psychological, you know, sci-fi thriller that's in space with a lady that I'm sure is going to give us some very, very serious narration. Some, you know, Ripley-looking motherfucker. Abandoned, I'm sure it's going to be very narrative heavy, you know, like having to explore everything and figure out what's going on. Everyone is dead. It seems like the actual fun, good game already happened, and she's just checking out the aftermath. But I don't know. Yeah, this to me seems very Gravity, very Aliens kind of stuff, but the trailer says that you are not on the space station. You are the space station. So to me, this seems like you're not going to be controlling the lady. You're actually going to be playing the role of the space station. You're going to be switching cameras, Five Nights at Freddy's style, and just kind of telling the space station, you know, maybe you play as like an AI, and you're like leading her to all of these different areas to have her figure out what the hell happened and stuff. Yeah. There's some shots like this one that looks really, really nice, but I don't really know what the game is, you know? You have my attention, but I don't know what this is. Yeah, to me, I'm getting the sense that, you know, there's going to be a lot of mystery, very story heavy, and you play the role as the actual station, switching cameras and, you know, working with machinery. Maybe you can summon like a robot arm to like do stuff or something. I don't know. I really don't know. Observation. Yeah, this really does seem like you're just observing shit. But yeah, this seems interesting. And of course, the big thing, every single screamy people that capitalize on horror games YouTuber, the fucking get-rich-quick YouTubers that fucking play horror games and yell at them. You bet. The game hasn't even come out yet. And I can already tell you, if you go to Markiplier's channel right now, he already has 10 videos of this on his channel right now, I guarantee you. But yeah, you have like a billion. Yeah, this is gonna be like, I think the narrator said that it was like a compilation of older levels and newer levels. So it's almost like a best of Five Nights at Freddy's, but it's in virtual reality. And yeah, you know, help wanted. If you guys really enjoy just a really, really boring game where it's just darkness and nothing happens, and then occasionally, you know, a Chuck E. Cheese's animatronic goes blue for a little second, then hey man, you do you. I'm not gonna judge you for it, but I personally think that these games are super duper boring, and you know, it is all predicated on just the reaction of just, you know, going you know, just the people screaming. And I know I'm part of the problem too. I'm telling you right now, I will buy this game and I will play it and I will record a video of it. I'm a part of the problem, but I probably shouldn't even be making fun of all of the other YouTubers, because I know I'm gonna do this too, because it's in VR. If this wasn't in VR, if it was just a regular PS4 Five Nights at Freddy's, I'd say, fuck it, I wouldn't play this. But because it's in virtual reality, I want to play it. I feel like this will legitimately make the experience a little bit different. There were some creepy parts in it that legitimately seemed atmospheric, but not really scary. Yeah. But hey, you know, all power to the guy that makes these damn games. I know the fucking guy is rolling in the dough right now. They're even making like a Five Nights at Freddy's movie, I think. Yeah. The guy found a lot of success, and I congratulate him, but I'm not personally into this. I actually like the lore and the story of Five Nights at Freddy's a whole lot more than the actual video game of it. You know, I found game theory and MatPat and stuff like that through Five Nights at Freddy's stuff, you know, and I'm sure fucking MatPat is also gonna be like, oh, the VR game came out, what theories can we fucking pull out of our asses this time? I know that's gonna happen as well. All of the theories are gonna come out. All of the reaction screamy guys are gonna come out and play this shit. Yeah. I know, that's how it is. You gotta chase that YouTube dollar. I hate to be cynical about it, but that's how it is. Spring 2019, that's really goddamn soon. Really, really soon. And then you have this game where I like the idea. I like the concept of, you know, the drawings coming back to life, but, like, the fucking story and the atmosphere and the voice acting just bums me out so fucking much. Like, the voice acting is so fucking terrible. You know, the bully girl's like, what is this? You know, like, what is this? You know, like, give me that, you know, something like that, you know, but just a very bored, what is this? You know? And, like, the protagonist is also, darkness, bad things. I can't let that happen. You know, just very, like, lazily, I can't let that happen. Instead of, like, no, I won't let that happen. No, I just, you know, darkness is, like, really bad. So, like, you know, I guess I just can't let that happen, you know. It's just really, really boring. And the other guy just, just very, like, generic bully noises. Like, just hear it. What's this? Oh, what's this? Just, it's so bad. And, like, just the art style doesn't really grab me. And just the whole thing of, like, oh, I'm an imaginative little boy and nobody understands me. Oh, the bullies tore up my thing. Like, I think I've seen, like, fucking, like, 5 different One Piece episodes that involve, like, someone's creation getting torn down and then people being very upset about it, you know? Like, just, I don't care about the story at all. But I like this. I like the actual, like, doing the drawing thing and potentially, like, solving puzzles and maybe even doing combat with this thing. The whole drawing thing to me seems interesting. But, like, yeah, apparently the dude is doing a whole bunch of stuff. I would not be surprised if, like, the twist ending at the end was like, oh, this was all in his head. It was all just his imagination. And the kid grew up and became an artist. And I don't know. I just feel like this is all, like, just stuff. This is supposed to be, like a symbolism for his depression or some bullshit. And, you know, the way that the trailer is structured also doesn't really help it. Because it has a very generic kind of Hollywoodized kind of format of, like, you know, serious narration, bad thing, can't let it happen. Big monster comes in and roar, logo. It's just, like, it's just so fucking deflating, you know? It's so boring. All of these fucking trailers are the goddamn same thing. And then also, like, Days Gone, they have to give it, you know, some good ample time to talk about this generic zombie game. Man with a gun, shoot zombie, he's really sad about thing, wife, misses her. And then, like, another woman has to come in and be like, this is what you feel right now. I'm like, great. I could have played the game on my own and figured that out, but, like, I guess they gotta explain that shit to me in the trailer. And, like, you know, they try to come in, you know, they try to make it sound all cool, you know, you gotta ask yourself what the right thing is, you know, like, we've seen this so many fucking times. And, like, they try to make it all cool, but, like, oh, the shotgun and boom, you know, cut it as soon as he, you know, shoots the gun once in this crowd of, like, 500 zombies, you know? Like, seriously, you gotta be really stupid to, like, really be like, oh, what's gonna happen next? You know? Is it really like, oh, did he kill the zombies? Is he dead? Is he alive? I gotta play the game to find out. Like, just, you know, it's just like, I don't know. This just feels so artificial, so cynical, so, like, surface level, so, like, been here, done that a billion fucking times, you know? The only thing that they have going for it is the whole, like, processing power of, like, oh, we have 1,000 zombies in one place and no frame drops. But I saw a lot of frame drops here, so, you know, and it didn't even have a whole bunch of zombies. So, yeah, to me, Days Gone does not seem interesting to me in any way at all. I'm sure it'll be a perfectly decent game with a lot of, you know, story-related, you know, set pieces, like with what they've shown to us, in, like, the last fucking 4 or 5 different, you know, PlayStation press conferences. I don't know what it is about Sony and their boner for this game. But they have a boner for this game, and they won't stop showing it to us. But it's gonna come out in a month, so finally it can come out, and we can never talk about this damn game again. The next thing is Mortal Kombat 11. Now, I'm already convinced. I've already seen gameplay of this, and I know that this is legitimately a really, really awesome fighting game. I know that. But just the way that it's advertised, man. Like, with all the fucking NWA rap music, and just, them being all, like, quirky. I know that this is kind of what they did before, but I kind of liked it when Mortal Kombat was a bit more, not dark, but just, I don't know. Because even Mortal Kombat 2 and 3, you know, even the older ones had a lot of goofy shit, right? Like the babality and the friendship fatality and stuff like that. You know, I know, you know, Mortal Kombat is silly. But here I feel like they're really rubbing it in, and that fucking, like, Marvel movie kind of banter, you know? And that kind of, like, where everybody is this fucking, like, snippy little prick that always has to, like, give back chat all the time. You know, every single, like, line that they utter out is, like, this, like, quotable thing that people copy-paste onto their fucking Facebook, you know? Is just, like, I don't know. It's just, like, when I hear them talk, it's always, like, you know, these stupid lines of, like, didn't your mommy ever tell you not to talk to strangers? I'm sorry, I don't listen to my mom. Or, like, just, I don't know, I'm just too cool for that. I don't know. And then they cut the music to be like, remember this line, and then, don't, motherfucker, fuck the police, you know? Better check yourself before you wreck yourself. Like, just, to me, this doesn't fucking fit at all. People fucking hated it during the Game Awards, and, they didn't learn from that. They said, well, might as well do it again.
This is serious.
I mean, the music in itself is good, but it doesn't fit with this.
They messed up.
Yeah, and then this thing where they're fighting each other. Like, no, dude. Yeah. You see, and then this pisses me off. This is okay to show, but God forbid you show Dead or Alive 6, you know? With a girl wearing a swimsuit or something. Double standard! But, yeah, they advertise this. But they won't show other shit. God forbid you have any anime on this. Yeah, and
It's official.
this is a great game. I haven't even played it yet, and I already know that it's awesome. I've seen enough people play and talk about it to know that this is good. You know, it's fucking NetherRealm Studios, you know? That they already have a really good track record. But just, why? Why the rap music? I just feel like they showed all of the worst parts of this game. I don't know. And that's a wrap, guys. Stay tuned for the next episode. Like, just... You know, Nintendo Directs has, like, little sketches and skits, and I know that I give the Nintendo Directs a lot of shit for being really cringy, but that makes them so much more memorable and so much more special than this, you know, just disembodied voice giving you a marathon of advertisement, and that's it, you're done, you know, they really did pull it off in the same way that they did their press conferences, you know, just kind of very cold and distant, just showing off a bunch of ads for their games. And they even had the sizzle reel. You know you're watching a PlayStation thing when you have the fucking little scissor reel for all of the smaller games that they don't care about. You know, just show 5 seconds of this, 5 seconds of that, 5 seconds of this other thing, and that's it, you know? At least the Nintendo Directs have, like, the quickies, you know? They show, like, a little bit of everything, you know? Regardless. But yeah, I mean... I don't know. State of play. This is, like, the thing that they're going to be doing from now on, I'm sure. What do I think of it? I think it's fine. I mean, they're doing what they want to do, which is to just advertise. And they are successfully advertising. They you know, showed off a whole bunch of legitimately good things. I mean, the Iron Man VR game, I'll check it out. No Man's Sky in VR, that's, like, the thing. That and, like, Crash Team Racing, and then the London Heist game, and, Mortal Kombat, but we already knew about Mortal Kombat. This is not the first time that we see anybody talk about it. So yeah, it's like 4 or 5 things that were really cool, and everything else was just kind of bullshit. Five Nights at Freddy's, I'll probably buy it and play it, and maybe record myself doing it, but, like, honestly, you know, the cynical part of me is like, everybody's gonna fucking squeeze all of that YouTube ad revenue out of it. I'm not gonna be the only one, I know. Jacksepticeye and Markiplier already have 10 videos on it right now on their channels without the game even coming out. That's how fucking fast they're gonna be in trying to, like, you know, squeeze the money out of that shit. Yeah, I just don't know what else to say. It's a PlayStation game showcase. You know, half of it was pretty good, half of it was just kind of whatever, who cares? I just feel kind of numb, just kind of empty. Hollow, because the announcements, all of this could have just been like a press release, you know, but they decided to just do make a whole show out of it, but it's not really a show. and just a narrator. Like, couldn't they have had, like, Sean Layden or, like, you know, fucking Shu Yoshida? You know, Yoshida-san, just stand in front of a green screen and be like, hello, everybody. I hope you all look forward to our announcements. Check it out. And then Sean Layden, like 1 minute. Hello, everybody. Here in the State of Play, we're very proud to announce this game. And that's it, you know. You could have brought a developer, you know, anybody. But then this, like, is just this embodied, just a narrator. It's just boring. It's just really boring, you know. It just lives and dies by its announcements. As opposed to the Nintendo Direct, where you can still kind of go back to those older ones and be like, oh, you know, we have the Muppets of, you know, Shigeru Miyamoto and Reggie Fils-Aimé, all those little sketches, and, like, Reggie being like, oh, Bill, you're fired, you know, like, all of those stuff, you know, that's memorable, you know, when they did the Yokai Watch thing, and Reggie was, like, possessed by the spirits and stuff, all of that stuff, it adds to it. It brings a lot of personality to this company that is just trying to sell you shit, you know, but here is like, they're really losing it. They really, really are. There's really, I feel like their objective was accomplished, but I don't feel like they could have done it anywhere near. They could have done it so much better. They really could have, but they didn't. So, hey. Okay, I can already see this video already getting a ton of dislikes because I talked over the whole thing and I just didn't really feel it for the most part. This was a fairly cynical take on this whole thing. But I'm looking at the fucking like and dislike ratio on the official PlayStation thing. And I'm seeing, dude, almost half and half likes and dislikes. So I can't possibly be the only one that didn't like it, you know? 7,000 likes and 6,000 dislikes. Wow. A lot of people saying, what a waste of time. Don't bother watching it. This video was like Judas, a huge betrayal to everybody. I mean, I don't know what people were expecting. I mean, I saw some legitimately cool things there, but it was kind of like all the shit in the middle, you know? It was kind of like the Nindies Direct, you know? The beginning was cool, and the ending was kind of cool just because it was Mortal Kombat, but honestly, the way that it was advertised was kind of shit. And everything else in the middle was just kind of like whatever. You know, the London Heist game was also pretty cool, though. No Joker gameplay. Oh, people were expecting Persona 5, I guess. It was awful. People were expecting The Last of Us, apparently. I'm seeing people say The Last of Us. Demon Souls remake. I feel like all of the Sony fans are starting to, like, feel how Nintendo fans feel when they look at a Nintendo Direct, where people just kind of make shit up about what they want to see, and then they don't see it, so they hate it. Yeah, I feel like all of the Sony fans are feeling that Nintendo Direct kind of feeling, you know? Where you just create expectations for yourself in your mind. And with that just means that it will happen, and then you don't see it, and you feel betrayed. I wasn't really expecting anything. I completely forgot that this was a thing that was even happening until, you know, just a little while ago when it ended. So, I'm interested. I'm interested in hearing what other people have to say. It seemed like it's halfway good and halfway negative. To me, it is entirely on the presentation, you know? They could have used this opportunity to really humanize themselves as a company. Show all of the personality, show all the developers, show all of the famous people, show up and present their games, but they just had a narrator rolling out ad after ad after ad after ad, and that's it. Buy our shit. And, that never works. That just feels very, very corporate. And plus the shitty, generic, overdone, repetitive way that all of these trailers are fucking shown. It just creates fatigue, you know? Say what you want about Nintendo. At least Nintendo has little sketches and fun little ways to present the game. It's a bit more friendly, and I don't mean family friendly. I mean friendly isn't just like welcoming and more comfortable and just more, you know, you feel like you can get into it, even if it's a game that you don't really know a whole lot about, you know? They give every single game the time of day as opposed to, like, the sizzle reel that they shove in the middle, you know? For the VR stuff. That's how you know that Sony doesn't think that VR is as important as just regular PS4, because they throw that away to just a sizzle reel, as opposed, you know, just like how when the Vita was still relevant, all of the Vita games were just in the montage, and that's it. On to PS4, you know? It's just upsetting. PlayStation hasn't really learned a thing. They just keep doing the same shit over and over. And it seems like the actual companies that are evolving, like Nintendo, are really coming out on top with these changes. and as opposed to Sony, who I feel like they're complacent because these guys, you know, are currently, you know, on the top. You know, these are one of the most highest grossing, most popular, one of the biggest selling consoles ever. Nintendo is very much, you know, kind of, you know, catching up with them real quick if they haven't caught up with them already. You know, the Nintendo Switch has sold, a whole lot. People have the Switch on the mind so much more than the PS4 right now. So, but I guess they feel like they can maybe sit on their laurels and be like, oh, we're Sony, we're PlayStation, you know, everybody's gonna, you know, love us no matter what. But like, a lot of it just feels like, I don't know, like just a bunch of Hollywoodized, you know, just very generic kind of stuff, you know, great ideas muddled by the same fucking shit that is being fed to us for the last decade, you know, like even the way that the trailers are edited are so fucking samey. I really am growing tired of it, you know, even the Nintendo stuff, even some of the Nintendo stuff has some of that. So yeah, that's what you get for trying to appeal to a wider audience, you know, just everything just kind of feels the same and is boring and is just not that interesting. Well, I hate to be cynical and negative, but I wouldn't say that I hated this presentation. It's just kind of the way that the individual things were presented, you know. It just feels very dark and very cold and impersonal. Very cold and impersonal. All right, let me know what you guys think. And I'm out of here. I'm going to upload this video as soon as possible because I'm sure everybody posted their reactions already. Maybe I'll have the No Man's Sky thing be its own individual thing. I don't know. Maybe I'll just post the whole thing. Maybe I'll post the whole thing. All right, see ya.